Good morning, good morning, good morning. And see, Andy was the first one in here. And Jacob, I hope you're still here. And Andy wants to know if everybody's doing okay. Good morning, Matt. You're the third one in. Happy Homesteader says, Happy Saturday. Homestead Matter says, Happy Saturday, y'all. We got some transplanting done. Raspberries are looking amazing this year. I hope you did your raspberries like you do mint because they will spread. And farmer's market today for some pepper starts. Husband likes to find the hottest ones he can. Well, good luck on that. And good morning, Howie. And Cuz says he hopes you find some good hot ones. Good morning, Erica. Yep, I know, Andy. And good morning, Yusuf. Good seeing you, Matt. Thank you very much, Howie. And it looks like we all have got our good mornings around. Now, what I have to ask you is what kind of eggs did you dye for tomorrow? Are they, see, emus are already colored beautiful green. Um, Anybody dye goose eggs or duck eggs or chicken eggs or quail eggs? Good morning, Katrina. You are here early this morning. I know it's early for you, like about 7 in the morning. Oh, Howie only celebrates Earth Day and no eggs. Good morning, Buster. Okay, Jacob can't talk much, but he's listening because he's at work. So you seen in my thumbnail, I had showing a bunch of quail eggs plain, and then I showed them colored, and they do make a beautiful color. Oh ho! Yusuf has got a lot of chicks, 2 full brooders worth. He's got 3 silky chicks. Now I know why people love silkies. They're the sweetest things. Definitely not homestead birds, but great pets. Hey, they make good brooders. Andy says we'll be doing chicken eggs. I may do some quail eggs too. This is the only day of the year I will buy chicken eggs. And Yusuf says that they're Easter chicks. Katrina says she didn't dye eggs, but stuffed hundreds for the Easter egg hunt in town today. Cool. Homestead Meadow says we're trying quail eggs later. I found some adorable Dollar Tree plastic eggs shaped like dinos and some pink cameos to fill with coins for the money bunny instead of candy. That's cool. What natural dyes would I use? Red cabbage makes a good dye. So does onion skins. And if you got mulberries pecan, those are good too. But otherwise, I just use the cheap dye you get at Dollar General when I did it the other way. Matt says carrot tops are good. Yusuf says the silkies are so sweet. Just grab one, put a leash on it, and take it anywhere you go. And Howie will be right back. Alrighty, carrot tops. Does that make it a nice green, Matt? Paid almost $5 per dozen. Normally, I would buy 2 or 3 dozen a kid so they can enjoy coloring them. I know they're so outrageous. The only ones that I pay $5 a dozen for is my neighbor who has chickens. She delivers them $5 a dozen. And those yolks are so beautiful. Let me see here. Eugene Grocery has had them for $8 a dozen yesterday. And Matt says they're $8 a dozen. Yusuf says he's going to do meat birds. My closest tractor supply manager says that he'll do $1 each on each Cornish cross that's too big for their brooder. But Mom said she'll get too attached to the meat birds. Let me share here at show you my local store. Now see their eggs, $5.49 or $10.19 for 24. El Cheapos you don't want to buy is $5 a dozen. Those things are old. So yeah, Happy Egg large browns are $10.99 for 18 count. Yep. Yeah, those eggs that you get in the grocery store are at least 2 months old before you ever get them. Well, you just gonna have to train your mom about the meat birds. Now that you've learned how to butcher by practicing with quail when you first learned the religious way to do it. Good morning, David. Thank you very much, David. It is always good to have a network of friends that can help you. But if your mom's not taking care of those chickens and you are, and you have them in a tractor, so to speak, they're not going to be around very long for her to get attached to them. Are you ready for Easter, David? You have a blessed day too. Yusuf, have fun at the parade. Just tell her that those kind of birds, you can't let them get fully mature or their legs are breaking everything else if they're Cornish cross. See weather in Lexington. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 69. The wind's blowing from the southwest at 10 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 49%. Okay, Matt, let's see what yours is if it'll come up. Hey, Kelly. So glad to see you, dear. Weather in Albuquerque's conditions rain with a temperature of 43. The wind is blowing from the southeast at 17 miles per hour. The current humidity is 66%. Kelly, are you guys dying eggs today? Oh man, it's your last frost date. Cool. All the storms that were generated for this area has ended up going north of us. Weather for Franklin's conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 73. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 15 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 58%. Oh, you need to hard boil them first? Are you going to dye quail eggs or chicken eggs or both? Oh, Yusuf, I'm sorry you had that luck. You need to get hold of Aaron. He knows how to package the eggs and everything else. And Andy's got rain in Missouri. Hey, Dave, you had 200 feet of potatoes in yesterday. Cool. Well, let's see. Dave, I think you have to type that as one command. You can't add it in with your rest of your thing. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try to get back to Dave's comment so I can do it. Okay, Leamington conditions are rain showers with temperature of 58. The wind's blowing from the southwest at 14 miles per hour. Current humidity is 99%. Good morning, Barb. This is my sister, y'all. She just started her channel. She's the one that lives in Canada. You have a blessed day, Katie. This is early morning for her, just like it is for Katrina, because they're in the same time zone. You got Toledo weather? That's okay, Barb. I wear headphones and I don't have to worry about waking anybody up. Yeah, but it's 3 hours earlier on the West Coast, Yusuf. You know what I forgot? I forgot to get coffee. I was so busy doing everything else. And he's got 7 blueberry plants. You have 7 more to put in the ground, Andy? Now I got to get some coffee and I'll be right back. But see, spring has sprung and we have fun. And Easter means it's time to start planting. You plant some plants this weekend if you want. And in my area or the Toledo area, you put protection over the young plants in case we do get that frost between now and Mother's Day. Coffee, gotta have coffee. Matt, when you planted them, did you say grow? Now, Katrina may know about this Skets, Saskatoon berries, but I don't. You forgot to yell grow, okay. But you can plant in your greenhouse, Barb. Yeah, Katrina, Barb loves them. Oh, everybody. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you guys Yusa's baby silkies. See, there's looks like two of them right there, or it could be just one. Not sure. Whoops, wrong way. And there you go. So they're going to be white silkies by the looks of it. Pretty cute. Barb says they look like a blueberry but are related to an apple. Matt's got a blackberry bush that's doing amazing. That's great. And goju berries. Barb says Saskatoons are sweet but not strong flavor. Yeah, they're going to be more of a white color. And there's Desiree this morning. Yeah, but that's because they get fluffier as they get older. They don't lose all their fluff. Good morning, Jennifer. You have raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries all doing great. I don't like raspberries unless they're straight off the cane. See, Yusuf, you and Matt should become friends if you're not already friends on Facebook. Because you guys got silky fever. Cool, Desiree. How many more days till you move? I think it's the stick is called a cane. Erica has wild blackberries trying to take over the yard. Yeah, they'll try to do that. Barb says her neighbor puts pine needles around his blueberries. Is that to keep them from spreading so much? Sookies are pets. They can get all the treats I have for them. Cute little fluff balls. There you go. Blackberries and raspberries are canes. The group they're called caneberries. Cool, Matt. I'm glad you guys made connections. I remember when you were freezer. New blackberry shoots are very tasty. Okay, Erica. Looks like he broke his arm. I don't know how. Your dog thinks what, Barb? Yeah, freezer is your old account, your very first account, if I can remember correctly, when you were underage to be on YouTube. Oh, okay. Why would you worry about if the chicken is blind? Annie says yesterday she had a sweet surprise. She got some baby rabbits from a doe she thought she would never would. She had been with her son for about a year and a half or longer. There's more to this. Okay, we'll wait. So you move in 3 days or 3 weeks, Desiree? You said three. Well, what may be weird for you in a strange way is what you mean? I don't know. Jennifer says she has Joan J. raspberries. They are thornless. Okay, I remember. When she had the litter one day, she was laying like she broke her back when the babies were 2 weeks old. Andy moved her on her side and she didn't move, but the babies would still nurse off of her. She moved her closer to the water. She drank so the babies didn't put her. So she drank for the babies. I didn't put her down. The babies started eating after a week or so. I was going to put the mom down. Then she started eating, so she didn't. Okay, let's go on with this. And one day I said, okay, the babies will make it without her today. I will put her down. I went out there and the mom was up and moving like nothing ever happened. So she lived. I really thought she would never have babies again, though, and I was never going to try. That could have been something that happened during her delivery and everything, Andy. Maybe she rested her back and resting is what she needed. But now she gave birth, huh? How many kids did she have? That's one strong willed mama. And Barb wants to know how she doing with her current letter. And Desiree wants to know what kind of rabbit it was. When she went down, it was extremely hot too. I don't know how she ever made it. She had 8, but being I didn't expect them, only 4 made it when I found them. So far, so good. Okay, she's a Dutch. I feel like a Dutch is only part of a name. A Dutch what? When you say Dutch, I think Hollandlop. We got pretty quiet there. See, that's pretty good. Good morning, Rita. At Rita's Roost. You just missed a good story about the miracles of a rabbit. And Desiree wants to know. Okay, Dutch is a rabbit breed, Kelly says. And Desiree wants to know if they're the smaller ones. Are they small like Havanas or are they smaller than Havanas? Ah, she left her with her son from birth. Dutch, the black with the white stripe around the neck. And they're smaller than the Havanas. Okay. And Kelly used to breed and show rabbits at 4-H. Okay. Jennifer said her daughter has a New Zealand rabbit that had one baby 2 days early, and the mama wouldn't take care of it. Then 2 days later, she had 11 more babies, all doing well. The one that died is the one that came early. Just a bit smaller than Havana's, okay. Kelly says she's a nerd, so she had the rabbit standard of perfection memorized. Desiree thinks that maybe having 8 really took it out of her, and that's why she wasn't doing well at first. No, Desiree, a lot of rabbits can have 6 to 8 is the normal size litter. Now, 11 is a lot. She had 12, but one was early, so it was probably early and probably the runt. That's probably why she didn't want to take care of it, Jennifer. Yeah, Matt, 8 is not a big litter for rabbits. That's right in the normal range. Now, when you have 11 or 15, that's a big litter. Well, you have a blessed day, Yusuf, and thank you for coming. If they have a baby early, it's called self abortion because it's too many for the belly to handle full development, so they push one or two out. You have a blessed day, Yusuf. Enjoy the parade. Katrina says, lunch? It's not even breakfast time. I had my breakfast an hour and a half ago, and tomorrow is Easter. 8 is what a rabbit should have as a small letter, yeah. Yeah, to me, 6 or 8 is a small letter. That's why you need a big grow out pen, Matt. And you only have to let them grow as long as you let quail grow, and you can butcher at the same age as a quail. Andy, you're getting all that rain. It's north of me. It's missed us totally. Yeah, or rabbit tractors. You got that right. So do I, Katrina. But if you want to be, yeah, if you want to do it as the other way, they say you can butcher at 8 weeks. Oh, you're talking about silver foxes. Okay. Oh, come on. The message got to go out in the rain to feed the animals. He'll be listening in the ear for a few. Okay. Take care. Hey, David. Hey, cuz. Happy Easter, Katrie. Catherine, those are silver foxes, Matt. Foxes are a type of rabbit. I don't think people will be eating foxes. It's a silver fox rabbit, Barb. David finally got a Saturday morning where weather won't allow working outdoors with the critters. So you had to come in here, huh, Dave? Gotta be a minute. I gotta stop my ear from itching. Desiree, are you at your new place yet? Yeah, cousin Dave. It's good to see you. It's been so long. Okay, you don't leave till Tuesday. So you know you got to get settled in first, and then you have to start working on cages for all the animals you want before you can get the animals. Eddie says the silver fox rabbit was bred to copy the coat of the real fox, so they could use the fur of the rabbits and not the real dog fox. Matt says he stands at the back door with the dog all day when the weather's like this. And Barb, you know, Havana rabbits are the ones that one of the breeds that they use to make the cashmere rabbits because it all has to do with the fur. Yeah, but I think of champagne deargents the same way that I think of um celadons. No, Katrina don't go on until Monday night. David's got 12 chukka eggs into lockdown this morning in the NR 360, 71 double white wings, and 4 amber autumn quail in the GQF going to lockdown on Monday. Good luck and happy hatching. Yeah, Katrina rarely can make it this early. She's usually busy or gone. Did you see I got rid of my bees burner? I got stung on the skull. My allergy, non-anaphylactic, gets worse every time, and they're getting bigger and more aggressive towards all of us. Oh, that sounds like a good thing for you to do is to get rid of them. Got to keep you and your family safe. Think Matt loves the autumn ambers, and Desiree's doing some research. So I said, I never loved this, and I'm done. I don't blame you, but at least you gave it a shot. And Katrina has no trips to town today, so she got to stay. And silvers are smaller than silver foxes. Usually, if you have an aggressive hive, if you kill the queen, and then they make a new queen, and you may not have such problems. But at least they're not going to waste. Yeah, the cookie one is next Saturday. And then they got one on the weekend before Mother's Day. Yeah, I know you knew, Kelly. I was just telling everybody else. At least you lasted 3 seasons, which means you gave it a good try. A good run. And now little Daddy Dutch is a chocolate brown. One eye is brown and the other is blue. Oh, cool. Two-color eyes are always cool. Then you wonder which one is he going to pass. Is he going to pass the blue? Is he going to pass the brown? Or is he going to pass both? Dave says his California doe had a litter of 4. We lost all 4, the last one this morning. We will try again in a couple of days. Oh no, did she build a nest and everything? Did her milk come in? Was it her first litter? So many questions. And he's telling you it's better to breed her today. Yes, Kelly, you have to put priority first. And you know I send blessings your way all the time. Well, I have to still take a survey of all the food that's growing naturally around here so I can plan everything else. And Annie's glad her son-in-law is back home. Yeah, you and me both. Mentally, Katrina, mentally mapping it. Because I can't do anything to show others around here where they're at because then they get destroyed. And you know, there's a family on 2nd Street. They got a notification from the city for having a garden. The city didn't like that they had a garden on their yard. Not using the nesting box they provided. Tried several times to get her to use it. Hay and some fur she had pulled. The last one had a full belly last night, but this morning it was gone. So second litter. Did she ever raise a litter fully, David? Yeah, chickweed is good. Yeah, so that's probably what happened. It probably got cold because there was only one. I can't do politics, Katrina. So I have to keep my thoughts to myself. But it was in the neighborhood group that it said, you know, the city went after them because they had a garden in their yard. They probably had it in their front yard. But I'd say, you know, my opinion is grow food, not grass. You know, so heck in Germany, they and a lot of other countries, they don't grow grass. They actually grow gardens. Oh, you may have to replace her. I'd try her again, David. I would try breeding her again. And if it's something that looks sloppy, like borage, grow a bunch of borage, and then blue flowers would get them to thinking it's just flowers. Desiree, that doesn't work everywhere. I'm inclined to wonder the same, cause so you stopped the peeping tom and he got mad. That's what I'm going to be doing. I got borage, I got nasturtiums. So the places that I was going to plant on, they put that black oily, what do you call it? The wood chips down to stop growth. So they want that idea on there. But I'm waiting to see if they do what I suggested about the nasturtiums in the pots that they put bushes in, burning bushes in. That is usually illegal in many places. And you know the old ways that people used to plant uh, uh, broccoli or the Lord's lettuce in with their tomatoes to hide them. There you go. Thank you for explaining it, Katrina. They have some family problems right now that they're dealing with. They have to it puts a lot of work on Zach to get things ready for his grandmother and everything. Um, they're doing okay. It's just Zach and Jenna are exhausted because I did deliver my the shrugs that I made them, and that forced Jenna to take a bit of a break while me and my daughter was there, and just looked exhausted. And her dad and Zach was building the room onto their house that Grandma's going to be staying in. So I don't think he's going to be able to be online until he gets everything taken care of there. Yeah, but see, I would do a garden there where you use bricks for the quote flower beds and plant all edible flowers in the front. You're welcome, Katrina. But they love their shrugs. Thank you, David. Well, your area is a little different, Matt. You guys got a problem where you have to keep certain things out. Yeah, and you explain it right there. They know you are, Erica. They know that a lot of people are worried about them. Let me see something here. There was something that I was going to do. Oh, anybody uses Farmer's Almanac uh, for their gardening? Here's one link that is good for it. Yeah, but almost no growing season, Barb. The warmer the climate, the more crime it seems to goes there. Well, when you spend what little money you have on drugs and stuff, then you have to think of where the weather is more easy for you to live in when you're living on the streets. Okay, let's get back to the topic of eggs. How many of you have tried dyeing the quail eggs? Yep. But even out in the woods away from town, it seems like sometimes trouble can find you. Meryl sent a picture from Sweden. Their gardens are gorgeous right now. Meryl's my niece. Now I'm going to show you a picture of what quail eggs can look like using cheap Dollar General food dye. Let me find it here. National Guard is in town helping with crime this week. That's wow. Oh, they prefer niblet. Well, that's because I put a lot of drops into a half a cup of water with a couple tablespoons of white vinegar and about 15, 20, some even 25 drops of food coloring. Our raised beds have been sprouting. Cukes and peas in them also. Green stalk has spinach in it. Had to plant out the second green stalk. Tomato, peppers, and squash in the greenhouse. Shadow Scout is from Sweden. He's on here sometimes. That's cool. Yeah, so those, and what I like is they stayed glossy like that. They stay kind of shiny. Yeah, do it on your regular quail eggs, not on the celadons. Yeah, see, I don't like the chemicals. I like using the drops because that way you can get a more richer color if it's not bright enough for you. On the purples, I put too much, and then when I made purple, I put too much blue and it looked almost black. But I let them set in the solution for about 5 minutes too. And you can use if you have onion skins. They're not only good for your stock, but they're also good for your dying eggs. Makes it a creamier yellow. Well, that's because a lot of old people live in your area. Not a lot of kids in that area, is there, Barb? Sure, a 4-year-old boy came up and asked me if they were chocolate. I told him no, so he didn't take any. And yes, you can dye them raw. Well, the church dinner, everybody's trying to be prim and proper. They weren't deviled eggs, so they didn't want to try them. Now, I should have made them into deviled eggs, and they would have got gobbled up like crazy. I know. I still, yeah. See, and you're a couple of old people. Got to pick on my sister. See, my youngest daughter, she was the type when she was a kid. Once she seen Easter, she decided all hard-boiled eggs had to have food coloring on them, or she wasn't going to eat them. Good morning, Nikki. Well, you're on the wrong side. Get over here. Okay. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Come on. You can come up. Well, don't come up. I don't care. Andy went out and checked on the new babies. All four are warm and toasty and doing great. That's wonderful. And Katrina says hi, Lucy. Katrina says hi, Lucy. Yeah. Nose to nose. Hubby is up. He was just playing with the little dog. And Andy says hi, Lucy. Yes, she did. Andy wanted me to start an hour early today. Yeah. She thought I was running late. Hickey says we donated a bunch of hard-boiled quail eggs to a local special needs elementary school for them to color. The kids love them little eggs. Yes, they do. And Erica said hi, Lucy. Now Lucy went down. Yeah, they're just the right size for little fingers to pull the shell off. Lucy's been acting weird. She's been sleeping over in the hallway by the bathroom door ever since last night, off and on. And Matt yells, Lucy! Yeah, Matt yelled for you. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then she says, Lucy left because y'all were saying hi and not giving her any treats. That's no, they weren't petting her. And there is either Aaron or Christina. Good morning, Aaron. Are you guys dyeing eggs? And if so, what type of eggs are you dyeing? Matt says, like, buy me coffee. You should have buy Lucy a treat and we can watch. That's taking away half the fun, Andy. Oh. Now, if you guys color eggs, please send me pictures of your colored eggs. Most of you are friends with me on Facebook, or you can email it to me. Yeah, I remember when you named them, David, Lucy and Charlie Brown. That's because you didn't show him the trick about rolling it around the circle and then peeling it. And how is my little man doing, Aaron? And Steve wants to know what you did to Lane. Okay, go lay down now, Lucy. How did he break his arm? Because that what looked like it was across both bones, right at the wrist. Well, Matt, sometimes you need a downtime. Well, probably tonight at our 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Aaron would go into detail about what happened to Lane and how he is doing. Oh, you got a new puppy, Andy? Lane is still sleeping. I may have missed it, Andy. I'll have to look back on my phone. Okay. How did it get broke? And wasn't that both uh, bones broken in the wrist, right above the wrist? Steve says his new puppy's a feline, follows him everywhere, and gets mad if he doesn't go to bed when he thinks it's time. Where's Caddy ever seen? No, I'm not frozen, Barb. Can everybody hear and see me? Give me a 5 by 5 if you can hear me. Thank you, cuz. No, it's just your phone, Barb. Thank you all. Thank you, cuz, Andy, Desiree, Nikki, and Katrina. My hair does not want to go right. It doesn't want to show my silver streak today. Now that Lucy's not on the phone, I can tilt that back like it's supposed to be because she's not on my lap, brother. Well, sometimes I do just sit here. He had a fall from his rope swing. One bone broken and the other one fractured. So, yeah, I was right in what I was seeing. Oh my, that hurts. Because I had that kind of break, but I only had one broken bone. The other one didn't look fractured. When I first moved into um, the place on River Street, and those are painful. Well, no more rope swings. Oh, man. And that is a painful break. Are they waiting for the swelling to go down a little bit before putting a cast on, or? Well, Desiree, when I broke my left wrist, it was from a fall. I got triggered by some ankle biters coming at me, and it caused me to fall. Have a blessed day, Barb, and take care of that ornery old thing sitting out there. That's my sister that's 3 years younger than I am. She's the girl in the middle. Yeah, well, having it when he's young, he can heal better, but that could have cause a problem with the growth plate too. Let's hope he didn't break in the growth plate area. I don't think anything's going to stop Lane, Matt. I think you're right there. Hey, Tommy. Well, yes, I'll be right back. I have to answer a call I can't refuse. Excuse me, Lucy. Lucy needs to get over here and clean the dog food up off of the floor. Go clean up your mess, Lucy. Okay. Hurry back, David. No, it's answering a call that can't be ignored. Hey, Katrina, do some videos on the Easter egg hunt in town. That would be fun to see. So glad to be in heat areas in early spring. We got hundreds of things planted and going already. That is wonderful, Tommy. Yeah, and you got a lot of rain coming in your area for a few days. Tommy's got maters, taters, peppers, beets, radishes, herbs, flowers, vines like honeysuckle and morning glory, etc. Live it this time. Oh, you love it this time of year. And Tommy's getting storms too. No, no, no. From the distance, or the picture of all the eggs. You got me, Katrina. Nikki says today will definitely be inside of work. Supposed to rain all day. I did get some seeds in the ground yesterday before all the rain. Let's hope it doesn't wash them away, Nikki. Yeah, and Andy's saying the same thing. She's hoping this rain will be good for everything that she's planted already. Well, Andy, run out and throw some sunflower seeds out there. Oh gosh, I'm having to weed eat our sunflowers, all the birds I feed. There's sunflowers more than grass here, lol. Well, that's good, Nikki. Yeah, and they're hoping that it doesn't do it again. Tommy says he leaves little pads of sunflowers still growing so that he can walk through them It's like walking through a sunflower jungle when they get over 10 feet tall. His son loves it, but it takes a lot of them down. All right, time to get going with things. I'll be listening for a while, but not seeing the chat. Okay, Katrina. Thank you for coming and have fun. And David's back. He plans to take a run out to the rabbitary between drops to rebreed the lady with Abraham. Maybe our white doe and buck at the same time. Cool. Yes, Tommy, I want to see him. Oh, you got to be careful. Well, that's when you could throw your granddaughter. Tell your granddaughter to go out and sow some seeds. If it's not lightning and thundering. Raindrops on rabbits. They get some wet mittens. Quails in the field chirping like little kittens. Well, if there's thunder, I wouldn't let a kid go outside. Oh, we got a little rain coming down right now. Let me see here. I tell you what, this has been the worst year I've had for allergies. Yeah, for the next 45 minutes, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. Andy, oh, that is pain. Get some duct tape, put it on your arm, and then pull the duct tape off, and it should take off the fiberglass. Franklin conditions are mostly cloudy with temperature 74. See, they're not showing the rain right now. But I think it stopped just as quick as it started. Nikki, Erica has a problem she needs advice on. Go ahead and post the problem, Erica, and I'll read it, and maybe she'll hear and be able to answer. Hmm. It's passing blood, and he thought maybe she was in heat, but their bucks are ignoring her. Passing blood, she thought she may be in heat, but the bugs are ignoring her. And Nikki asks, "Are you sure she's not pregnant already?" The Steve wants to know how she's passing blood. Is it urine, discharge, or others? Not very big. Okay, it's a discharge. Then you could wonder if she's maybe had a miscarriage. See, what I got is a bloody discharge in goats, especially if accompanied by other signs like distress or fatigue, can be a sign of various health problems, including labor complications, miscarriage, or even conditions like a pseudo pregnancy or cloudburst. crucial to monitor the doe closely and seek veterinary advice if the discharge is red, brown, or false smiling, or if the doe exhibits other concerning symptoms. Um, Yeah, it could be an early termination of pregnancy, or it could be a chlamydia infection, or it could be a false pregnancy. There's a lot of different things. She did breathe through pregnancies. That's why she was concerned. Yeah, she sounds like she may have had a miscarriage. Good morning, Joseph. Still working on that bathroom. That's cool. Erica, Nikki wonders if you've taken her temp. No, your thoughts weren't crazy, Erica. Have you taken her temperature? I'll be right back. I need to get some more coffee. Yeah, that rain didn't last very long. No, she's being too skittish. Her husband is home today. She'll have him help. I hope it was just a pseudo pregnancy or we got from you raised her first litter. They are out of the nest box now. Cool. Keep me informed, Erica, about your doe. I mean, your nanny or your doe. Yeah. So what do you got left to do on the kids' bathroom, Joseph? Still have the counter to do, huh? Oh, that is always something bad. Let's just hope it was just a miscarriage or pseudo pregnancy. And there you go. Nikki still had some bloody discharge for a few days after she aborted her baby. You finished the tail and the trim, that's good. You finished the toilet and the shower, that is excellent. That's what we're here for, Erica. Oh, 10-minute countdown, you guys. With her being skittish and everything, I think she's going to be okay. If it was store-bought goat cheese, that's probably why. There's so many different types of goat cheese, Desiree. Homemade goat cheese is a different story, though. I like a good feta on that. Nikki, Erica wants to know how long until she should try breeding her again. And Nikki said goat fats are hard to find. Well, I'm glad the duct tape helped. I would have said masking tape, but duct tape has more strength to pull it out. Steve says is it if it's a miscarriage, the discharge can continue for about 2 weeks. I'd say if she shows signs of like lethargic, if she becomes lethargic or something like that, that's when you'd have to worry. I would try it and try pulling it from a different. I would try it again, Andy, and try pulling it from the opposite direction. And David said his wife hatched 7 black meringue chicks. Now he wants to know how old they should be before moving them into the flock. And Desiree says to try the Elmer's glue and let it dry. Steve says it can affect her going into heat again. If it was him, he'd skip the first heat, but he's not a goat herder. And Matt says he waits until they're fully feathered and at least big enough to fend for themselves some. He'd let them hang out and see each other first before I put them in. And Erica agrees. Put them in a pen where your flock can see them for a few days first. Nikki says if she's being her normal self, then you can in her next heat. Nikki's has got really in the dump, so I'm waiting, even though she tried her best to escape and get to the Bucks. She won. Nikki won. And Steve advised you to wait till they're about the same size because you know how big chickens can be. Yeah, Erica, are you giving her vitamins? Oh, she should definitely get her vitamins though. You got her a vitamin and mineral block. Yeah, but what about what is it? Psyllium, I think it is that you squirt into their mouths a little bit, plus lots of treats. Okay. Well, it's time to go. So I wish everybody to have a blessed day. And Erica's going to go to Tractor Supply after work for the other. Okay. You'll have a blessed day and happy Easter.